Odessa, Texas, June of 1982.
Keep it safe, guys.
The
Action.
temperature on the asphalt outside the Ector County Coliseum had
think you're
reached
faster than me?
104 degrees by 9 in the morning, and inside Stage 3 of the location shoot, the air sat still and heavy against the lights. 41 crew members had been on set since before dawn. The call sheet said action at 7. It was now past 10, and the day had already turned difficult. David Carradine was 45 years old that morning, 6 feet tall, 178 pounds of coiled, deliberate movement. He had spent 11 years as Kwai Chong Kane on network television, a role that had made him the most recognized martial arts figure in American living rooms. 40 million viewers a week at the show's peak, a Golden Globe nomination, a cultural institution. He had studied under real masters. He moved with the slow, earned authority of a man who had been taken seriously for a long time, and he knew it. Chuck Norris was 42. He was standing near the second camera rig in a gray t-shirt and work boots, reading through a page of revised dialogue with one of the assistant directors. He was not the tallest man on set. He was not the loudest. He had said 11 words in the past 2 hours, 9 of which were thank yous to the craft services team. In the next 30 seconds, something would happen on that concrete floor that 6 witnesses would spend the following 4 decades trying to describe accurately. They would all fail in different ways. But they would all agree on one thing. They would all agree on how it ended. Nobody on that set that morning understood what they were standing inside of. They were about to find out. If you want to know what happened when the 30 seconds were over, stay with this. And if you are watching from somewhere that appreciates a story told the right way, subscribe now and tell us where you are from in the comments below. The tension between the two men had been building since the first week of principal photography. It was not personal, not at first. It was professional. 2 men with serious reputations for different things, occupying the same frame, each carrying the weight of an audience that believed in them completely. That kind of weight does not share space easily. Carradine had made a comment on the 3rd day of shooting. It was not directed at Norris directly. It was made to a stunt coordinator named Ray Galletti, within earshot of 4 people, 2 of whom would later go on record about it. The comment concerned the difference between choreographed fighting and what Carradine called authentic movement philosophy. He did not use Norris's name. He did not need to. Everyone in the room understood the geometry of the statement. Norris did not respond. He did not look up from what he was doing. He folded the revised page once, set it on the equipment case beside him, and returned to his conversation with the assistant director. On the morning of the incident, Carradine walked onto the floor during a lighting adjustment and stopped 12 feet from where Norris was standing. He had an audience. The camera operator, 2 grip technicians, the script supervisor, a journalist from a film trade publication who had been granted limited set access, and whose notes from that morning still exist. Carradine looked at Norris for a moment. Then he said, in a voice that carried clearly to all 6 of them, that some men confused trophies with understanding. He was not looking at the wall when he said it. Norris set down the page he was holding. He did not set it down quickly. He set it down the way a man sets down something he intends to pick up again when the present situation has resolved itself. He removed his cap. He folded it once along the brim. He placed it on the case beside the page. He turned around. He journalist later wrote that the room changed register. That is the specific phrase she used. Changed register. As if a frequency had shifted that the equipment could not measure, but the people in the room felt in their sternums. A fight is not a collision. A fight is a conversation about the space between 2 bodies, and who controls the terms of that conversation. Carradine understood this intellectually. He had built a career on the philosophy of it. What he did not account for, standing 11 feet from Chuck Norris, was that Norris had been having that conversation with real opponents since 1964. Not on television, not on a soundstage, in tournaments, in gyms, in the specific and unforgiving arithmetic of contact. Second 1. Norris closed 4 feet of the distance without apparent effort. Not quickly, not aggressively. The way water moves to fill a space. Carradine shifted his weight to his rear foot. It was the correct instinct. It was also the confirmation Norris needed. Second 2. Carradine threw a lead hand strike. It was technically sound. His form was genuine. The strike landed on air. Norris had not blocked it. He had not parried it. He had simply ceased to be where the strike was going. Second 3. The grip technician nearest to the action later said he heard a sound he could not name. Not impact. Something before impact. The sound of a decision being made at speed. Second 4 through 8. 3 witnesses reported Carradine's second and third attempts in different sequences. They agreed on none of the specifics. They agreed completely on the result. Norris stopped the movement 1 inch from contact. He held it there. For 2 full seconds, by the journalist's count, he held it there. Then he lowered his hand. He extended it open, palm upward in the space between them. The room did not make a sound. He said 4 words. Only Carradine heard them. The journalist wrote that Carradine stood still for a moment that felt architectural, then nodded once, slowly, the way a man nods when something has been confirmed that he had hoped was not true. Carradine shook the extended hand. He chose correctly at the fork. He did not offer an excuse. He did not reach for the architecture of a misunderstanding. He said something brief and plain, and the 2 men returned to their respective positions on the floor. And the lighting adjustment resumed, and the crew went back to what they had been doing. The stunt coordinator Ray Galletti walked past Norris as he returned to the equipment case. He placed one hand briefly on Norris's shoulder as he passed. He did not say anything. He did not need to. What a man demonstrates in the first 8 seconds of a serious moment is the only biography that cannot be edited. Next time, we will take you to a hotel corridor in Las Vegas where a 2-time world champion told Chuck Norris he had one chance to walk away. Chuck Norris did not walk away.